Hi students, today we are going to study the continuous the blood circulation, right? Here, see the screen, human body processes. We already studied about this diagram, the superior vena cava and inferior vena cava and every part of the heart we already studied. Just see the uh, note that arterial or atrial systems consist of all the arteries in the blood circulatory system, right? Atrial systems consist of all the atrial in the blood circulatory system. It's transport oxygenated blood, but pulmonary artery transport deoxygenated blood to the lungs. Venous systems consist of all the veins in the blood circulatory system. It transports deoxygenated blood. We already studied this, right? Each and every things we already studied. What is all the artery systems? Artery systems mean this is here in red color, that is artery system. In red color, that is artery system, right? Here the aorta, the main veins from the uh, heart, that aorta, say like this is here the vein of aorta. This is aorta. This vein is aorta. Actually, the aorta, it has artery system, right? The aorta, it has artery system. This blood is coming from here, left ventricle. This is called left ventricle. Left ventricle. So from the left ventricle, the oxygenated blood pass through the aorta, right? It is moved through the aorta. After that, the aorta supply each and every organs. Say liver. So if it is liver, here we have mentioned here in the diagram, see the liver, right? Liver gets oxygenated blood, that is called liver artery. But another name of the liver, hepatic. So we call hepatic artery. Here this is hepatic artery. Hepatic artery. And the branch of aorta, right? This is branch of aorta. This is aorta, right? So hepatic artery, then the branch of aorta, send it to the digestional system. So that time say another artery, that artery supply the oxygenated blood to the digestional system. Then another branch of artery is supply for kidney, right? Supply for kidney. So that is called renal artery. That is called renal artery, right? So here you can find out all are artery, right? All are same artery. What is renal artery? And this is digestional artery, that means the supply for oxygenated blood to the digestional system. And the liver, right? This is liver. Liver get oxygen from through the hepatic artery. So most of the arteries have find out carried oxygenated blood. Most of the arteries carried find out oxygenated blood. Not only the supply, here the upper part of the organs, upper part of the organs also gets oxygenated blood from the aorta. Therefore, artery systems artery systems always carried oxygenated blood. But exception, we studied that pulmonary artery, which is coming from the pulmonary artery coming from the right ventricle, it is going to make some branches and send it to the lungs. These are sent it to the lungs. So now we just consider the lungs. This is lungs. So this is called pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery. I would like to say what is most of the arteries mean hepatic arteries, right? The arteries for digestive system and renal arteries, right? And the upper part of that arteries also carried oxygenated blood, but exception, what is this pulmonary artery? That name is artery, but it's carried deoxygenated blood. That means carbon dioxide, right? It's mostly is concentrated the carbon dioxide. Now we will come to our notes. Here, arterial system or atrial system, right? Atrial systems consist of all the arteries in the blood circulatory system. It's transported oxygenated blood. We already studied. But the pulmonary artery, that same one, pulmonary artery transported deoxygenated blood. Sometimes the questions can come, which artery transport deoxygenated blood? So, which artery have transported or transports deoxygenated blood? So, we must know the pulmonary artery. Same time, right, you can find out the vein systems. Here they are mentioned in blue color, right? Here the blue color veins. Just okay. See, heart, the heart, right? Right. Here we already studied, it has 4 chambers, right? Then the inferior vena cava, that is here, it's carried and opened in the right atrium, right? That is coming right atrium. And another vein that also carried deoxygenated from the upper part of the organs, and it is open into the right atrium. So both of that are carried carbon dioxide, deoxygenated blood. We call deoxygenated blood. Then the below part, this also come to open in this area, that is deoxygenated blood. That this is pulmonary artery. We already studied it as two branches. It can make two branches. This is pulmonary artery. But here we have considered the blue color, that means the vein system, right? In this diagram, the vein system. Another artery, it is open to the left atrium. We know that there are right side pulmonary atriums which move backside of the heart and open to the right as a left atrium. Anyway, we have find out this is called both of this, right, called pulmonary veins. We studied most of the veins which carried deoxygenated blood, but we have find out this pulmonary veins which carried oxygenated blood. Pulmonary veins carried oxygenated blood. Okay, so pulmonary veins, these are pulmonary veins. So this is for right side, right side pulmonary veins which carried oxygenated blood. Here this is carried oxygenated blood. So you should consider here most of the arteries mean hepatic arteries. Here this is hepatic artery. This is artery for digestional system artery. This is renal, kidney artery, renal artery. This is artery carries the lower part of that artery, right? Artery. So most of the arteries in red color and carried oxygenated blood, right? This carried oxygenated blood, right? That is carried oxygenated blood. But exception, what is the pulmonary artery? This is called pulmonary artery. This artery is here. The pulmonary artery carried carbon dioxide. That means deoxygenated blood. The pulmonary artery, but the name is artery. Here most of the arteries carried oxygenated blood, but pulmonary artery carried what is deoxygenated blood. That means the concentrate of carbon dioxide. Same time, veins you know, hepatic veins here, and renal veins, an artery that carried the blood from the lower part. So all the veins, hepatic veins, hepatic portal veins. So all the veins carried deoxygenated blood, carbon dioxide. All the blood carried deoxygenated blood from the organs, hepatic veins or the renal veins. Those veins are carried carbon dioxide, but exception pulmonary vein, right? That is pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein carried, but the name is vein, carried oxygen, oxygenated blood, oxygenated blood. Okay, students, you must aware of this. Most of the you must know that most of the arteries in the body carried oxygenated blood, exception pulmonary artery. Most of the veins carry deoxygenated blood, but exception pulmonary vein, because pulmonary vein carried or transport deoxygenated, pulmonary artery carried deoxygenated blood, pulmonary vein carried oxygenated blood. So this is very important, right? This is exceptional one. So right, the next one, see here in the screen, here they have mentioned the circulation, double circulation, pulmonary circulation and double circulation. What is double circulation? Right, double circulation. What is double circulation? Say, double circulation mean that heart, I would like to draw the shape of heart. This is heart, and the organs, this is organs, this also organs, right? These are the organs, upper part and lower part, we don't worry about it. And the lungs, we should indicate the lungs. We have two lungs, here lungs. Now the oxygenated blood from the artery, that means artery originated from this, that means left ventricle, then the oxygenated blood supplied to organs, upper part or lower part, this is apply the organs. Now the oxygenated blood transported through the organ, and the deoxygenated blood, it is deoxygenated blood, it's carried to the heart by, we already studied that inferior vena cava, then superior vena cava also here, this also, sorry, I make mistake here, it should be open to the right ventricle, right? Okay, now this is open to the right atrium, now it is here. Then this is carried carbon dioxide, this is CO2 concentrated, deoxygenated, this side oxygenated. This is oxygenated. Oxygenated mean oxygen concentrate, O2. This O2 blood, that oxygenated blood, this is carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide should be released to the lungs, but oxygen should supply to the organs. After that, the blood moves through the heart and it is moved to the lungs. So now the deoxygenated blood moves to the lungs. So now clear what is carbon dioxide can release. Carbon dioxide gas can release to the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide gas released to the atmosphere. Why? In the body, the organ, they produce carbon dioxide. They produce carbon dioxide. So that carbon dioxide released to the heart and it is excreted through the lungs. Same time, the oxygen gas from the atmosphere, the oxygen gas reached by our inhale action. When we inhale that, the pulmonary veins which carried the oxygen to the lungs. Pulmonary veins carried to the lungs. Carried to the lungs. So now consider that what is, if we need to transport the blood through the organ, right? Say here, this is the first one. This is, I put number 1. This is through the organ. So it need to move by the veins. These are the veins. These are veins. These are veins. These are artery. These are artery. Right? So this first number first and second is here. This is enter to the heart. And third is come to the ventricle. So it will move from 3 to 4. 4. Number 4, and it's carried to the lungs and come to the pulmonary veins and reached again. This is 5. Right, move to 6. Then come to 7. This is 7. Here, how many times when it's transport through the organ, how many times enter into the heart? We have find out this is enter in this time. Number 2, that time it is enter to the heart. Then number 5, that also enter to the heart. So they have mentioned what is double circulation. They have mentioned what is double circulation. They mention it's clear that blood flows twice through heart before entering into the systemic artery. Right? What is entering twice? Twice mean 2 and 5. You can find out the color, green color I have mentioned. So that time 2 times it is entered. So it's clear that blood flows twice through the heart before entering into the systemic artery in human. When the blood circulation once through the body, the last sentence is very important. They mention the letter. I will write it here. Right, again. The the blood circulates once. Blood circulates once through the body. That means they are mentioned in the body. They are mentioned in the body here, organs, right? Through the body, it flows twice. Very important. It flows twice. Right? Twice. Through the heart. Right? In this diagram, clear you can understand what is when it's transferred. When it circulates once, they mention the once. This is once. That in the organ, when it's passed through the organs, here you can find out the number also. Here I have mentioned this is 1. When it's moved through the once through the body, that means the organs mentioned the body, it flows twice through the heart. Yes, into the heart you can find out 2 green color circles, that is twice through the heart. Otherwise, the organs can't circulate the blood. Okay, students. Now we will move to the next part. Heartbeat. Right? Heartbeat. Here, arteria and ventricles of heart contract to pump blood out of the heart. Right? We already studied. Arteria and ventricles of heart contract to pump blood out of the heart. How it's happened? Right? You know the heart. Right? This is arteria, mean this part. The upper part is considered arteria. Ventricle mean lower part of this ventricle. This is ventricle. Contract mean it is going to contract like a pump, no? So this is contract. It's becoming a small, right? That is called contract. Sorry. Right? That is contract. Contract mean here, it becoming a small one. That through the pumps now, then relax and contract. To pump blood out of the heart. Yes. When it's contract, what happened? The blood will come out. Blood will come out. Right? The blood will come out. So, arteria and ventricles, the arteria mean the upper part, arteria or atrium, atria, or ventricle, the lower part. When it's contract, what happens? The heart, the blood will supply, it's circulate. These contraction and dilation. Why do they mention dilation? Contraction and dilation. See, contraction and dilation. Wait. Contraction and dilation. Say, this is the heart. This is the heart. The part is here. Construction. When they contract the heart, when it's contract the heart, what happened? Actually, what happened? The blood is pumping to the organs. This is going to the body. Another side, same time, this also pumping to the lungs. This is to the body. When the dilation, when it's dilation, the heart, when it's dilation, when it's move here, becoming a big size, what happened? The blood will reach to the heart. Blood will reach to the heart. That time, same time, the blood will reach to the heart. So, this is happened, contract. When it's contract, the blood pump to the body or organs or lungs. When it's dilation means it's becoming a big size. We can say contract and relaxations also same. So when it's contract and dilations activities is very important to pump the heart. Okay, see the notes. Heartbeat. Atria and the ventricles of heart contract to pump blood out of the heart. These contraction and dilation of the heart muscles are known as heartbeat. It is heart muscles. It's a very, very strong. You know that the heart muscles, right? Heart muscle is the strongest muscle in our body. Then your arm muscles or thigh muscles is not stronger than the heart muscles because it don't want fatigue you. It don't want tired. But these muscles want sometimes tired. You can't hang always. But the heart, until to die, it is going to working. So this is very, very strongest muscles in our body. And the structure also the different. When we study the structure of the muscles, we already studied that. Okay, now the screen. The heartbeat rate of healthy person at rest in 72 beats per minute. So very important, per minute. When they ask the questions, students write 72 beats number, but you have to mention per minute. Without per minute, that's wrong, right? According to the questions, you can find out sometime if they are asking the rate of heartbeats per minute, you can put it 72. Otherwise, if they ask write the rate of heartbeat, so you have to mention the per minute also. 72 beats per minute. Pulse rate is also similar to heartbeat rate, right? Pulse rate, you know that sometimes doctors have find out in your arm here. Sometimes they put their fingers here. This is your right, and sometimes they may feel. Otherwise, sometimes they put the stethoscope of your arm and they can find out the heartbeat, right? You know that this is your hand, right? This is your hand. Sometimes they can feel the heartbeat or rate of pulse by touch this hand. Otherwise, they can use the stethoscope to find out your heartbeat. Okay. Now, the first cardiac circle, right? That is very important. In one heartbeat, atria contract when ventricles dilate. One heartbeat atria contract when ventricles dilate. What is that? See, one heartbeat atria contract when ventricle dilate. Next ventricles contract, atria dilate. Right? That means your heart. Same time. Say this is a heart normal rate. Then one time this position, this is going to contract. The next positions, this also going to contract, this will come out, right? So this is atrium, this is ventricle, this is left atrium, left ventricle, this is left atrium, this is left ventricle. So here they have mentioned in one heartbeat atria contract when ventricles dilate. Atria contract that ventricles dilate. Next ventricle contract, the atria is going to become dilate. Atria is going to dilate. So you can find out here what is this atria and ventricle. When it's contract, it is going to it is going to relax. Right? They have mentioned the contract when ventricles dilate. Yeah, dilate. Here this is going to dilate. After it is contract, it is dilate. Contract and dilate. One is contract, other one is dilate. Other one is contract, this is dilate. Contract and dilate. Contract and dilate. Contract and dilate. Small area they can mix it. Right? Contract and dilate. Contract and dilate. So when the ventricle contract, it is going to dilate. When it is going to contract, this is going to dilate. Understand, students? You should understand that, right? What is the ventricle? It is going to, when it's going to enter the ventricle, that time the atrium is going to narrow, that one. Understand? Here in the screen, I have mentioned what is in one's heartbeat atria contract when the ventricles dilate. Right? Atria contract atria. This is atria. This is ventricle is going to dilate. When ventricle contracts, atria is going to dilate. So this is happened. Right? Contraction of arteries is known as diastole. Right? Contraction of arteries called diastole. That's taken construction of these arteries. Construction, when arteries construction, that scale diastole 0.1 second. Where constructions of ventricles 0.3 second. After that, atria and ventricles are in relaxed mode. A certain minutes, minutes, they are going to relax mode. That one 0.4 second. Right? Between that. So cardiac cycles refer to complete heartbeat from its generations to the beginning of the next beat. The stage of cardiac cycles are follows. Diastole. What is first one? Diastole. The diastoles mean atrial construction. We all know this is called diastole. This is called diastole. Atrial construction. This another one is What is systole? Ventricle contraction, systole, right? In the between the gap, the resting point, they said that relaxed mode, and it's known as intervenous. Intervenings. Right? So they have mentioned in the graph, right? In the graph also they have mentioned. We will discuss about it. What is that? The graph mentioned the small called, this is P. P mean atrial construction. That is indicate what? The atrial. The the heart, it has 4 chamber. Then when is atrial, construct the atrial, what happened? This is called P. We already studied that's taken 0.1 second, right? So construction of atria is known as diastole. So atrial construction, then suddenly it's go up and come down and taken this. That is QRS. QRS. That is ventricular construction. Ventricular, that is the thickest muscles. So we can remember that this cap, ventricular, that is the below part of the chamber. That time the upper part of the chamber is going to become mixed. That means the ventricular, which is going to contract, same time, right? This ventricular, the atrium is going to become a big size. Anyway, ventricular construction, PQR has taken QRS taken for ventricular construction. Then the late part of that here is taken time T. We already studied intervening, that is rest position. This is rest position. This is called intervening. So this graph normally we call ECG. That is ECG mean electrocardiograph. Electrocardiograph. ECG. Right? Here this electrocardiograph sometimes help to find out the condition of your heart, right? Okay, we will move to the next one, last one, right? Blood pressure and the laptop sound important. Laptop sound is important to know that. ECG waves pattern deviated from normal patterns due to dysfunction of heart. Laptop sound is heartbeat can be heard by keeping a stethoscope on the chest. A laptop sound is longest than dub. Okay, here they have mentioned sometimes the MCQ possible. Lap sound is longer than the dub sound because you know that our heart it has valves, right? This tricuspid valve, or here the bicuspid valves. And another valves also they are here the pulmonary artery and the what do you call aorta. These are the main blood supply. This artery is the important one to supply the oxygenated blood, and the pulmonary artery also important to supply the deoxygenated to the heart, right? Here deoxygenated to the heart. This is pulmonary artery. So we can indicate this is pulmonary artery. This is aorta. In front of that pulmonary artery, in front of the when it's originated from the heart, we have find out two valves. That is called two valves. Find out that is called semilunar valves. Semilunar valves. Semilunar valves. So what happened when the close the bicuspid and tricuspid valve? This is tricuspid, this is bicuspid, mitral valve. So both of that valves, you know that, right? Both of that valves, that tricuspid valve and bicuspid valve, when it's closed, lap. The same time the semilunar valves, that is beginning of the aorta and the beginning of the pulmonary artery, that semilunar valve, that also going to close it. So that is dub. You know, when close the door, what happened? You may find out the sound. So like that, same time, bicuspid and tricuspid valves, when it's closed, that time lap, and semilunar valves, that is in front of the aorta and the beginning of the pulmonary artery, that also going to close it, that time lap. So dub. So lap mean initially tricuspid and bicuspid valves. The dub mean semilunar valves. So when they close it, we can find out the sound. So here they have mentioned that lap sound is longer than dub sound. Lap sound is produced when bicuspid and tricuspid valve close in the atrial construction. And next produced dub sound is shorter, that is result when the semilunar valves closed, right? So these valves, when they close this, you can find out the sound. Okay, the next one, blood pressure. Blood pressure, always the blood, here they mention here, when heartbeat, it's construct the pushes blood through the arteries to the rest of the body. This force created pressure on the arteries. This is on the arteries, not veins, right? So they mention what is the heart is here. Heart, the the aorta produce so many arteries. These are arteries, right? So the heartbeat, that means we already know the wall. When you compare with the atrium and ventricle walls are very thicker one than the atrium. because mostly they are pushed to the organ. The blood is going to transport in high pressure by constructing of these muscles. Okay. Anyway, when it's construct here, the aorta supply the blood in higher pressure. So that time each of the wall of artery. So if we take the part of this vein, what happened? This is here. When you supply the blood, this is giving pressure to the wall. Pressure to the wall. Right? Pressure to the wall. So we can find out the pressure of the blood by using of this apparatus also. Here, when the heartbeat is construct, the pushes blood through the arteries to the rest of the body. This force created pressure on the arteries. Arteries mean this. This is called systolic blood pressure. Same time, this is systolic pressure. Same time, normal systolic blood pressure is 110 to 120 millimeter mercury. Diastolic blood pressure is pressure in the arteries when heart rests between beats. Right? When it's rests between beats. A normal diastolic pressure is between 70 to 80. Blood pressure is measured in millimeter of mercury. Normal, the pressure, another unit for pressure also millimeter per mercury. We already studied Newton meter -2 also unit of pressure. Pascal also unit of pressure. So another unit millimeter mercury. Right? This also unit of mercury. Okay, students. Right. Okay, the time is going to finish. So we have studied today the circulation, double circulation and pulmonary circulation and heartbeat and ECG and pressure in this class. We will continue the next class also. Thank you very much.